Hi everybody, and welcome to another weekly connection. As you can see, I am not at home. I am up on the lake, and it's really fun, and we're going to try to get pictures because there are like 600 wild donkeys that are out here, particularly at the part of the lake that I'm on today. And apparently the miners left a few and they made a lot. So there were some in the campground, but my photographer, it's a little windy, but my photographer was nowhere to be found. And as we all know, I'm not capable of that. So we'll try to catch some for you. So hopefully we will. If not, we'll put them, if we can't get them today, we'll put them in on next week's if we can get them. So they're quite cute, quite big actually. So anyway, so here we are today, and we're with some ancient ones, and of course the Ascended Masters as well. And it was really interesting what they chose today, you know, because I think it's really the goal is to help us work with our stress today. So our word is relax, and that's really interesting because when you're in distress, you may not know how to relax. And when you're in stress and you can't relax, you can't hear, you can't feel, you're losing your center, you're losing your guidance. So that's what we're going to talk about today. So let's get our Cosmic Thrust oil and put one drop in your hand, right? Good. And cup your hands together. I'll see if I can smell it in this wind. It's pretty windy. Bring it up through your aura. Cup your hands together. And that deep breath in, that 10-second meditation aligns you, heaven and earth, and recenters you, protects your solar plexus, brings you back in alignment when you get a little zooey. And we all do, you know. So hopefully, the more you practice, the less zooey you get, and less often, and the length of time. It will actually diminish more and more the more you practice these techniques that we talk about. So let's talk about relaxing. We're not talking about relaxation here. We're talking about, I'm going, something happened and I'm all upset, and right? And I'm like, wait, chill pill is what I say. Calm down, chill, bring it back into center. And there's a really ancient technique of mindfulness that is so helpful with this. And that is the breathing technique. Maybe some of you know of it because it's been around for ages and ages and ages, and it's taught in many different modalities. But I'd like to do it with you today, and I'd like to teach it to you so that when you're having magic moments, when you're going a little gitchy, then you want to just do this, and you just take a breath in. So you want to try to do it slowly as you can. And you want to, when you're breathing in that breath, you want to try to get your whole body to relax. And then when you're breathing out, you want to smile. Even if you don't feel like a smile, you know, it takes more muscles and more energy to frown than to smile. And when you do that, you release, you know, energies in your body so that you're going to start to feel better. Just smile. When you meditate, you smile. You know, and even if you need to like push your face up. No, don't push your face up. But you want to really make sure you get yourself a little smile. It doesn't need a big smile. So let's try that, you know. So we're going to bring that breath in. And you're just going to let your whole body relax. And as you exhale, you're going to release all that stress and smile. Bring it in. Let all that garbage go. Let all the garbage go. Remember, this is just a play we're in, right? And release. And in. Just like that. And you do that as long as you need to, until you finally go like, all right, I'm over the magic moment, back at it, you know? As my crew says, you got like a minute and a half to do your ditty. And then if you can't get back, try this breathing. Try relaxing, and then you're going to get your guidance. However you get your guidance, if you feel it, if you hear it, if you see the dudes, whatever it is that it comes to you as, you'll feel better and you'll kind of get a knowingness. That technique will give you a knowingness to be able to know how to move forward. Because when you're upset, when something has stressed you, when you're upset, you're off center, you know? So you need to find a way to get back into that balance, to get back into oneness with yourself. For me, when I bring that breath in, I just feel that fill my whole body. And then when I relax, I just feel it go whoosh. And in that whoosh, the smile comes. And that's how it kind of feels for me. But it doesn't matter, as long as you bring it in, kind of try to hold that breath. Don't hold your breath, but just gently hold your breath and then just let it go. When I let it go, I like to go, let it, you know, through a breath, not a breath, you know, so I just, and there's your smile. And it feels better. And then you do it again. Yeah, and relax. Just like that. If you're not sure, you could actually even just chant Om as you're letting it go. Go in and out, Om. And you feel it into your legs. You want to feel that energy as you're grounding back into your body and getting centered again. Because I know a lot of us are feeling stress. These are not the easiest of times for many of us. I mean, even the separation from our loved ones, it's very difficult. Not being able to play with friends, you know, going out to eat, you know, in restaurants. That is an American pastime, let's face it. And we miss it. We miss each other. So just when you're feeling down, you're feeling depressed, you're getting upset about your situation, you can do something about it by changing you. When you change you, you allow your circumstances to shift, to change. Because even when stuff happens, and it does, then you have to make light. And I don't mean to make light of it in that I mean disregard it. I mean to fill it with light, to bring that energy in, to shift that energy. But the energy has to come into you first. If you don't feel that energy, if you aren't that light, then the light can't be you, right? And that's our job as light seeds, is to be this light. So we get challenges. We do. Pat and I get challenges. It's called being human and living on Earth. This is Earth. Has some good points, has some not great points, but it's a great place to hang out for a while, you know? And our lives are so short here. You need to make the best of it, right? You need to really milk this life for all it's worth. Get all that light inside of you that you can. Become that light energy, that beacon of light, as much as you can and as often as you can. And when you don't feel like it, doggone it, then breathe. Just breathe. And allow yourself to relax so that you can come back and be the light seed that you are. And you can acknowledge that it's a really crummy moment. That's okay. But remember, minute and a half. And then we get back to it. So we adjust to what our life is giving us. And if you breathe into the moment, you'll get your next direction. Because nothing comes to you without a reason. And I don't mean a punishment, I mean a good thing, right? You know, we'll go back to the Cracker Jacks again and hanging those monkeys, which I'm really sad they don't have anymore. Stickers are not as good. But there is always a treasure in every calamity, in every sad moment, right? In everything that happens to you that is not on key with how you want to feel. There's a reason. And so you relax into that moment so that you can get your next bit of instruction. Because that's what it is. Every day it's an instruction. I teach my students, once they start to connect to their guides and they start to get a crew attached, to start to interact and to ask questions. Questions so that, sorry, my jaw did that. To ask questions so that when you need it, when you're having a magic moment, you've already exercised in knowing how to get in touch and get that connection and get that understanding. So this is a really important first step, to be able to relax into the moment, come back to your center, and be the light. So let's get our little light suits on now, right? We know how to do this. So now, we're going to make ourselves that beacon of light. And you're going to bring that gold light from the source into the top of your head. And it's going to come all the way down through your body. That's a honey, yummy, viscous, warm, inviting, just yummy light. And you bring it all the way down through your body, into your belly. Fill your Tantian, which is 1 inch below your belly button. That's kind of a resource center. And down into your hips and your knees and your legs and your feet and out your feet into the earth. And the mother's like, yippee, hello. Grabbing onto that tether of yours. And then out your feet to the grid. I like to crunch my toes around the grid. That's my thing. And then I bring that light right back up the back of me with the essence of the mother. So I have that nurturing, that wisdom, right? That encouragement that I need through life. And that comes back up to the source. And then the Father brings it right back down to the mother. And that yang energy that's in the front, that yang energy gives me stamina, courage, grit. I get this job done, right? And then round the grid, back up, back to source. And we just wind that around, round and round and round and round. Excellent. And now this time we bring it up and we waterfall it, right? To our first aura, to make our bodies as strong and as healthy as they can be. And to our second aura, which is the one that this world is working on so much, which is our interaction with each other. And we are working on that. And we'll keep growing with it. I know there's still a lot of separation, but don't worry. Our job is to fill that light. And the more we fill the light, the better it gets. When I was a little kid, I'm like, what the hell am I doing trying to be the light? It's like, and I saw this image of just a frozen body of water. And there was one candle on the water, melting this little tiny bit of ice. And there was another candle, and another candle, and another candle. And these flames were slowly melting that ice. Slowly. Now, I was a tyke at that time, and we've done a lot of melting since then. And it's much better than it was. In our lifetime, we see such change. And we will learn and grow and learn to love one another, to honor one another. It's coming. You see it growing. Not everywhere, but it is. And then we radiate it out to the third chakra, aura, where that is the power center and where we interact through our collective consciousness. And we make that very strong and very clear that we only radiate love. This is our job, to send love. And through the heart, let you feel that love, feel that light, to nurture and let people understand and grow. And they'll munch onto that gold light and not onto your energy. And just keep pushing that. And then up to the throat aura, where now we are the light. We express ourselves in everything that we do. We are light. All that we are. Our words are kind. Our actions are kind. Our thoughts are kind. You must have kind thoughts. It's very important. If you find yourself having an unkind thought, change it to a kind thought. It's really pretty simple. And then your third eye, where we show who we are, where we are clear of our job as light beings. There is no doubt. And our crown chakra, where we know we are worthy of being the light. We are worthy of being this light seed, this star child that grows and helps humanity grow as we grow ourselves. And we radiate that light out 12 inches out. And we let others munch and crunch that light. So they don't come into your solar plexus, they munch and crunch that light. And we help others on their journey. But more importantly, we help ourselves first, most. And then we don't mind being this juice bar, as I say, because we get the most out of it. And the more we wear this light shield, and the more we reflect off that light shield, we understand other people and where they're coming from. We don't agree with everybody. Don't have to do that, thank goodness, because I don't. But I understand, and I honor them for where they are and what they are doing. That is my job, is to honor and to spread light. And that's what we do. So when we wear this shield, it gives us that wisdom. It helps us to learn how not to be judgmental. The more you wear it, the better you get. So the wind is gusting up a bit here, but it's such a beautiful day. So I want you to practice being the light. And when you have a magic moment, and we do, we just bring it back in. Center again. If you're feeling down, if you're feeling depressed, sit and do that breathing technique. And you'll find that eventually your smile will be there the more you practice. So I hope to get pictures of donkeys. Oh gosh, remember I'm doing that workshop on April 3rd. It's 90 minutes and it's $29. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It's levels of consciousness. I'll talk about just the first 6 levels, and then karma and how they interact and what all that is. So it should be quite a fun time. So I look forward to seeing you next week. You guys have a great week. And remember to smile. I love you. Bye-bye.